Hey, you got a windfall? Maybe an inheritance, a bonus, or lottery win? Before you celebrate, how can you make it count?
I got our money expert Dustin Smith here, Wealth Enhancement Group. He is a lottery lucky charm. But Dustin, I have to think that lottery is probably one of those that doesn't happen all that often. But inheritance, that can, and that a windfall is something I think. Often we think like you're not planning it, but sometimes you sort of count on that. Tell us your experience with windfalls.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, I've definitely had some people who were expecting it. I've had other people totally blindsided by inheritances or other things, right?
Like a life-changing inheritance?
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Maybe it's from an aunt or someone that they haven't spoke with for a while. And so, yeah, it can really change people's lives. And
what's the first course of action? Let's say you do get that windfall. Like, give us step one. What's one of the first things I should do?
Go out for dinner. I mean, seriously, we tell people like not to go crazy, right? But go out for dinner, like, enjoy something. But after that, I always say pause, right? Because you really don't want to dive into any life-altering expenses, right? Going out and just say, hey, I'm going to go buy a new car, a new house, or something along those lines. You really need to pause and think this through, because so many people, when you read about lottery winners or things like that, kind of wastefully
professional athletes.
I also think that, I know, Dustin, you don't come on here and say, everybody come to a financial advisor, but I think when a windfall comes, that's a different story. You don't know about the tax implications. If you want to give some of this away and what the tax implications are for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with inheritance, inheritances, because often what will happen now is a lot of people inherit people's IRAs and 401ks. And those are laden with tax burdens, right?
Which you don't even know about.
And rules that most people don't understand. So, if you do fall into a windfall, which would be great, right? Seek out a tax professional or a financial advisor, just to at least understand the basics, so you don't,
One of the things I've always thought.
Penalty.
One of the things I've always thought is, if you are in a place where you can invest, if you do have some extra money, invest it.
Yes,
if you can
invest it. But I always, whenever I talk with clients about this, I always like to say, what are the things that you would regret not doing? Right? If you woke up 10 years from now and that money was gone, is there something that you would regret not doing? And that might be like, gosh, I wish I would have saved for my kids' college, or I wish I would have paid off my house. Those types of things. Really kind of make a list and slowly but surely kind of chisel away with are these realistic goals to accomplish now, right? Should I do those? But those are good things to talk through, as opposed to just going out and once again buying a new car or something like that.
Yeah, you could also donate. If you wanted to give money to charity too, if it was a significant.
Absolutely, right? So, if you get money that you weren't expecting, right? Some of those things might be purchases you want to make, or as I was saying, savings goals, but that might also mean leaving a legacy, right? So this might be to your family or to a lot of charities. There's a lot of great charities or organizations out there who can really use those dollars, and there's some wonderful tax benefits of giving money to charities and ways to do that effectively.
I'm thinking if you do come into a windfall, that this is a time that you should talk to someone like yourself to make some smart decisions.
Yeah, I would say so, but talk with anyone is important, right? So this would be your family members in particular, because sometimes it just happens to one spouse, right? Right, and you gotta say, is this our money? Is this your money? Right, those are big conversations to have that we don't really think about.
Okay, someday I want Dustin to give us story time. I know, he has to keep it confidential, but I bet you he's got a good story time.
You see his face right there? He's got some stories.
All right, thank you.
Thanks,